It all started because I was given the gift of a deaf son, and deafness became a part of my life. Through that experience with his deafness, I had a lot of thoughts about other people in the world who might be deaf in third world countries without any kind of provision for hearing. And that started me thinking. On my trip, I met this one deaf child who was maybe 9 years old. Donald was his name. And little Donald was separate because he had never been to school, never had any opportunity toward education, could not hear, only perhaps maybe heard thunder as it rattled in his head, and didn't know what it was. He was forsaken, lived in the open, stayed in churches sometimes, slept there, and begged food on the streets. Andre brought him to a place of hope. So when I put a hearing aid on him, he could hear. He could hear sounds. That isn't to say that he automatically had knowledge of what he was hearing.
Yeah.
It was strange. A whole new world opened up to him, and he broke out in tears and grabbed me and hugged me. And so I became attached to this child. I discovered there was a hallway outside of my room, and I looked down that hallway, and it was literally packed with people who had come hoping that I could help them to hear. They were deaf people. Some of them had walked 9 miles out of the mountains. I worked that morning. From early morning, I worked until 6 o'clock that evening and never stopped to eat. I had additional 35 hearing aids that Dr. Dunnigan had given to me. So I had enough hearing aids, just enough to fit every person that came. The Haitian government doesn't make any provision for the deaf in Haiti. So they're isolated, put off as demon-possessed children, and left to their own. So I said, could we start a school? Could we have this one boy, the second boy I fitted with hearing aids, could we have him to be the teacher? I'll pay him. And so I pledged to pay him $100 a month to hire him if he could come and teach. Andre communicated some way with him. We got it started, and we started our first deaf school with one teacher and one student.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
My other part of the dream was not just to fit people with hearing aids, but to train a group of national Haitians, doctors, nurses. I had 16 of them who wanted to take the training, offered by another friend of mine, a prominent surgeon and audiologist here in Naples, Dr. Valdez, who has offered to go and do a 4-day seminar, which he does here in America. And we have equipment. I have about $14,000 worth of testing equipment and equipment down in Haiti. And now I have no funds to carry out that vision, because they would be there to start a clinic. We can start a clinic. We have to pay salaries. If they do, we have to support it. It's a big dream, and it's been cut a little bit short because I'm my age, and a fall that I recently had at a hospital that literally changed my ability to get around. And so today I only dream of being able to carry out that vision. We have built an orphanage now for the deaf. It's named after my son, the Paul Project.
Oh.
And students are there every day in class learning. They have big computers. Each one of them have iPads. Now they're learning, and they're learning in English and in Creole.
Oh my goodness.
So this is a whole class of changed lives that have been transformed.
I wanted to ask you to share one more time for the audience, what type of impact will the expansion of Place of Hope have for these children? And honestly, how much money do you think it's going to take to carry on this vision?
I've estimated that I need $50,000 because I have to pay these people that work in the clinic. They have no other method. And some of our students even at Place of Hope in Haiti are going to take the training. And they'll be helping in the clinic. And the clinic will deal with not only hearing, but also seeing and sight, because there are a lot of sight impaired children in Haiti. And I have a doctor, a surgeon, and a doctor who wants to train the same group also in sight, and we'll buy equipment that we can create glasses on site and enable people to see, not only to hear.
At the end of the day, these children have such potential, such limitless potential, but in a lot of cases it's stifled because of lack of access to resources and perspective and possibility. And through your work, they're getting access to new opportunities and a whole different paradigm and a whole different future. And so that's something that we want to contribute to. Well, what better opportunity to leave this world a better place than to contribute to a Place of Hope in Haiti? So again, I'm going to put together a GoFundMe, and guys, you can check out the link on the video and in the description. And Pastor John, what is the website for the audience to look at Place of Hope to learn more?
The website is placeofhopeinhaiti.org. And it is a 501c, a fully qualified 501c organization, and all gifts are tax exempt. And they're given directly. I don't get any pay. I don't take any funds for anything. Absolutely. Every dollar goes to Haiti.
Absolutely. So you have my commitment for $1,000 as a starting point. And to the audience, whether it's $1,000, much more or much less, whether it's $1, it all adds up, it all matters. And the contribution we make here will have an exponential ripple effect in this world. So again, thank you so much for your time. This is what it's all about in life. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Pastor John, you said that your son Paul was the inspiration behind all of this.
Yes.
And didn't the doctor say he would never walk or talk?
Yes.
Well, crazy thing is we've got a special guest here today.
Oh.
Someone named Paul. I think you know. Paul, you want to come in? Hey, brother. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Aren't you proud of your dad and everything he's done?
Well, I look at him today, and I look at a miracle that has lasted. The miracle has taken 60 years to this point. He hears now with cochlear implants, and that has enabled him to have a whole new life. And because he was given to us as a deaf child, we now have 3 deaf schools in Haiti and are training a few children to make a change in Haiti and in their own lives. It's called transformation.
Do you think we'll go to Place of Hope together sometime in Haiti? Wouldn't that be cool?
I would go Place of Hope. I would Place of Hope a year before last.
Yeah.
I got the 18 kids with all of my back.
They were all over your back, 18 kids? That's a sight to see.
There was a little boy right when I came to me. I would cry with my heart.
Oh my gosh. Well, Well, here's the thing. We're trying to raise $50,000. Your dad mentioned that goal, and I just want to tell the audience if we can do that, Paul and I, we're going out to Haiti, and we're going to film it and show you the kids and just the impact you're having.
Maybe they can all go to Haiti with you.
Right. Well, guys, thank you so much, Pastor John and Paul, for your time.
Thank you. I give praise only to God.
And to the audience out there, if you're looking for more doses of positivity and uplifting content like this, subscribe to Pursuit of Possibility. And I look forward to next time. Love y'all. Peace.